All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Hi, how have you been this week? Mate, I'm sick, so grab your tea, get our blanket, get cozy and discuss the things. So obviously you all probably know now that P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, whatever dumbass name he's going by, has been arrested and indicted by a grand jury on charges of trafficking, racketeering, forced labour, and many, many more charges. So that's all going down in the news this week. Alongside that, there's also been some issues with Mr. Beast as well. Let me look up exactly what it is with Mr. Beast that's gone down. 1 second. Hey Siri, what's happening with Mr. Beast? Thank you. He has been named in the lawsuit with Amazon, basically for mistreatment of contestants in the new Beast Games TV show on Amazon. So yeah, this year, people have been acting up. People that have been held on a high pedestal have been shown not to be as generous, loving, kind as they perceive themselves to be.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
For me, this is no surprise. Like, I don't trust no celebrities. I think a lot of celebrities try to act like they're holier than thou and try to act super relatable, but at the end of the day, I'm not saying having money or success means that you can't be a good person, but to reach some of these levels and status, and whether it's monetary or whether it's success, sometimes you do have to step on the backs of others, and I think a lot of that is just coming to light now, so I don't trust not one of them. But anyway, as you know on this channel, we use stories in pop culture to try and learn from them and see how we can like better live our lives and how we can elevate. So in regards to P. Diddy, I won't be like necessarily going through the case details or anything like that. There's lots of channels that are doing that already. But what I do want to do is talk about kind of some situations we might find ourselves in and how we can use our intuition to hopefully, you know, recognize when a situation or a person is bad for us. And with that being said, and with this video, I want to send all the peace and love and joy to the victims of P. Diddy and victims of assault across the world. This is in no way saying that any of these people could have prevented this stuff happening for them, because you can't control the actions of other people, and this is no way meant to shame anyone that has been a victim of any of the crimes committed in the P. Diddy lawsuit. I definitely just want to make that clear and send nothing but love and peace to those people. So with that being said, there was, when I looked at the mugshot of P. Diddy, like, I'll put it up here, I'm not going to jump scare you, I'll put it up now. But you could just see in his eyes that there's nothing there. There's a lot of like mugshots of like serial killers and criminals, and when you look at them, you just like, you can see the either vacant expression in their eyes, the soulless expression in their eyes, or the demonic expression in their eyes, and Diddy is definitely on that scale. And with that being said, like, all this information coming out about him, even before the Cassie lawsuit, like, I wasn't really surprised, just from the making of the band show and just how, I guess, arrogant he comes across, like even on the red carpets and interviews and stuff. Like, the vibe for me with him was just always off.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Standing taller than I've ever been, looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid.
I also worked, I said before, I've worked in advertising and marketing, but the advertising and marketing was in the entertainment field, and I've definitely come across a lot of different celebrities and been in their presence, and you could tell the ones that are cool and vibey and just chill and whatever, and the ones that are egotistical and that you probably want to stay away from, whether it's for the fact that they're super rude or for the fact that they're giving weird sexual energy. Do Do you know what I mean? Like, definitely some people do give those off. And what I wanted to talk about is how can we tap into our intuition more and learn to trust and follow it, particularly in situations where we don't feel comfortable, in situations where people show us a little bit of something that doesn't feel right, and us just being comfortable following that feeling and moving on. Our intuition is often referred to as the sixth sense. That's hard for me, I've got a list. Oh my God. Intuition is often referred to as the sixth sense, and sorry, it's all falling apart. And unlike our other senses, we aren't necessarily taught to harness it or taught how to use it. So what intuition is, just to give you a textbook definition, it's a knowing beyond our conscious understanding. It's not necessarily our thoughts, but it is that gut-wrenching feeling that we can feel in our stomach sometimes. It is that heart palpitation that we have sometimes when we're not sure about a situation or a place or a person. And the reason why it's so hard to harness to understand our intuition and to trust it is because it can be conflated with fear. It can be conflated with lust and love and all that sort of stuff. So it's a shame that we haven't been taught kind of how important it is and when to know when our intuition is speaking to us. So earlier this week I done a video on the importance of being still and meditation. Go and check that one out, please. The reason why meditation and all that is great just for keeping yourself calm and all those good things that I discussed in the video, it also helps you to understand and to know your own inner voice and your own inner feelings. And the more you connect with that and the more you understand the voice in your head that's yours, not the fear, not the lust or the love, but the voice that is truly your higher self, then you'll begin to follow it, then you'll begin to see real results in the physical, and then you'll begin to trust it. If you want to build your intuition, it's important to learn to be still with yourself and to decipher kind of all the different voices and noise in your head and which one is truly you and which one you can trust. Once you do that, your intuition antenna will be turned on and you'll be able to walk through the world and trust that gut feeling or that heart feeling you feel and know oh, this is my intuition. Another aspect of being still and really beginning to love and understand and value yourself is that you will know your morals. You'll know what you feel comfortable standing for and what you don't feel comfortable standing for. And the moment you're in a situation where you feel like this does not align with who I am, it doesn't align with my spirit, it doesn't align with my morals, you can remove yourself from that situation. So I know in a lot of the court documents, it also speaks about people that were working with and for him. And even if you are in a work situation, nothing is worth disrupting your spirit or your frequency. The more you be still and meditate and begin to understand yourself, the more you'll be able to feel confident in walking away from things that don't necessarily serve you. And even if they do serve you, because that can happen sometimes, you're in a situation, I'm getting monetary gain from this, I'm getting clout from this, but it feels wrong. The more you become spiritually connected. I don't want this to be I'm not like a spiritual guru who's just going to sit here and tell you oh, the universe is great and this will happen for you if you just meditate and this, that and the other. I'm not really like that person. I like to have a foot in reality as well. So I do understand if you are in a situation you're getting a lot of money or things are happening for you, it seems great. But at the end of the day, you have to go to bed with yourself. You have to be able to sleep at night and feel comfortable and confident in the things that you've done that day. And if you are in situations where it is testing your moral compass, you need to remove yourself. Something better will come along. So with that being said, learning how to detach is really going to help you in terms of knowing when to leave a situation and being comfortable with following your intuition when it's telling you to leave. Speaking about this P. Diddy situation, I also watched The Worst Ex Ever on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen that. But I do feel us learning to detach from situations that don't serve us, and even just material things in this world, that plays a big component in us being able to feel the intuition but also follow through on it as well. So the reason I bought the Netflix show was that a lot of the time, yes, we can be attached to things like money and things of that nature, but we can also be attached to love. So all of us want to feel loved. We're all social creatures. Everyone wants to feel the nice warmth of somebody with them, whether it's through a pet, a child, or a partner. And sometimes that level of want and that level of attachment to someone or a particular feeling will make us disregard our intuition. It will make us think, oh no, it's fine, I feel this isn't great, I feel this isn't a good idea, but I love this person. Or even if you don't love that person, you want to be in love, or you want companionship. So sometimes we will disregard kind of that gut-wrenching feeling about a person just because we want to feel wanted. And that's not abnormal. I think so many of us do that. I feel like the more we learn, obviously, like, we want to be open and we want to be open to love of a good person, but when we learn like to love and to value ourselves, we won't need to feel that desperate to get it from somebody else, if you know what I mean. And similar to how it is with our morals, we'll know like, okay, this is what love feels like. I love myself to this degree, this level, and if somebody else can't love me in the same way, where it feels the same way, where I feel the same peace, then it's not for me. And that's what I think is like a big component of us being able to follow our intuition, is not being attached to these worldly things, like we'll never be able to get them again. If you got a job where you're getting paid X amount of money and you see some shit go down and you need to leave that job, you'll get another one. You'll be totally fine with getting another one because you got this one already. Don't be too attached to things. If you found a partner and you feel that that partner was going to be the one and was going to love you in the capacity that you wanted to be loved, but it turned out that he wasn't the right guy, he's done some things that don't make you feel good, get rid of him and you'll find another one. Just put the good energy out there and don't be afraid to let things go, because once you let something go, even better can come to you. And finally, all of this kind of ties up everything that I've just spoken about, is to trust yourself. Trust yourself above anybody else, above your parents, above your friends, above your boss, above your boyfriend or girlfriend. Trust yourself. You know what feels right to you in the inside. When your body is like physically telling you this doesn't feel right, it's not right. Yes, sometimes there can be fear, we have to fight through the fear. You know and I know that fear and intuition are two completely different things. Like with intuition, you usually get it before it becomes a fear. Usually if you're, we watch horror movies, if they're in the house and like, I don't know, they're with someone and the person feels a bit creepy, they feel the intuition. But then when that person goes to the bathroom and then all the lights in the house have turned off and all the doors are locked, that's when fear comes in. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but you know what I'm saying? Like the intuition comes before the fear, so that's how you know, like, this isn't for me. I think a lot of the times we're told to disregard our intuition. A lot of the times we're told like, just work through the fear, just push through the fear. And yeah, that can be good in some situations and circumstances, but you can't chance it. Like, you can't chance your life. You can't chance putting yourself in situations that could potentially be harmful to you. So when you feel that gut feeling, act on that gut feeling. And it doesn't always have to be extreme. Sometimes you can just remove yourself and then assess a situation a bit more and a bit deeper. And other times you completely have to cut ties. You know what's right for you. If you're in a situation, any situation that doesn't bring you peace and disrupts your peace, then it's not for you. Peace is something that you cannot afford to compromise. So if you find yourself in a situation where you feel restless and unpeaceful with somebody, you've had to get rid of your friends and family to make that person feel comfortable, listen to your intuition and get the hell out of there, please. So that's it for the video. I hope it was a short one. I don't know. I'm sorry for my voice. I'm sick. But you know how it is. I still have to come here and speak about this. I'm going to put some links below for anyone that might currently be in any domestic violence or assault situations. Some links below for those in the US and the UK, because I know that's my biggest demographic. If I can find any global ones, I will put them below too. Yeah, as always, please be there for your community. Trust yourself, trust your intuition. Like and subscribe if you like this video. Share this video if you want to share the video. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Peace out.